What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. This video is actually going to be fairly short, a much shorter one than usual. So let me go ahead and get right to it. Okay, so I'm up here at work. I just got off, and the reason why I haven't really posted up any new videos of the car, and the video that just came out was actually taken approximately 2 weeks ago. I've actually been uploading more videos ahead of time to buy me some time for this part to come in. I drove the car up to work, and apparently my expansion tank failed on me. It blew. So I don't know if you guys can see. Let's take a quick look here. Alright, this is the expansion tank. This is the coolant expansion tank. This little bad boy goes right here. Right up front in relation to the car. Well, it failed because, look, that exploded, guys. That's why all that white residue is everywhere. It's just bad. So anyway, I waited for about 2 weeks or so, almost 2 weeks, for the new one to come in from California, which was right about $30, ballpark. Alright, this was actually really easy to get into. I took off the air cowl here, the air box down here. I mean, there was one clip, you just got to pop it off, and then the other one was broke off, so that really wasn't hard. This here was 3 clips. You got 1, 2, and then 3, and you just disconnect it from there. That was simple. I'm also replacing the upper radiator hose. I know I should replace the bottom one, but it actually looks brand new. But this one here, I'm not 110% sure. I do know that somebody's been in here before, because on these new radiator hoses, they recommend that this bleeder valve, I don't know if you can see, that bleeder valve is plastic, but they say that you really should replace it with a metal one so that it doesn't risk the chances of, you know, rounding off and breaking it and all that. So what I might do is actually take this and put it in the new one and just be gone with my bad self. But this goes up top, of course, duh. They also say whenever you take out the expansion tank that you got to be careful. I don't know if you can see down here, but right here, that is another sensor. It's automatic transmission cooling, oil cooling sensor or something like that. And they say that whenever you pull it off, they've been known to break in half. Luckily for me, that wasn't the case. So I got lucky on that. So I got me some antifreeze, original equipment technology, basically for European vehicles. And I've also got distilled water in the trunk of the car. So all this stuff, I was able to take it apart in about maybe 8 to 10 minutes, tops. And I'm fixing to throw all this stuff back in the car and hopefully get this thing running. And then I'll be able to take it back home and continue on with more videos for you guys. So, that's apparently the long and short of all of this. I might put up another part of this video, I may not, I'm not sure. But let me go ahead and get this going, and that will determine the outcome of what's going to happen. So, see you guys in a few seconds.
A few moments later.
Alright, so it's a few seconds later. I got the tank installed. I put this little tab on here. If you can see. I put this tab on here. Took off my gloves because it's easy. Everything's clean now. I put this clip back together. Let me tell you something, guys. I've been working on cars for most of my life, and I'm used to like these bands right here, the hose clamps. But I'm not used to just plug it and then push a little clip down. And what I'm talking about is these stupid things. I mean, seriously, I feel like I'm gonna break the damn thing. And that doesn't seem like a legit connection if it's gonna be under pressure. Seriously, I don't understand that. But I guess if it works for BMW, well, I guess it'll work for me. I don't know, question mark. I decided to go ahead and stick with the actual plastic insert for the bleeder valve, but I am going to hold on to the original one just in case if I decide to change my mind. So anyway, I connected the the clip down below, you probably can't see. Trust me, there's a clip there. What I'm talking about is this thingamadoodad right here. And then the sensor on the bottom of this, I went ahead and used the new one and not the old one. So I mean, it's pretty much easy like this. I don't understand. I'm at a loss of words, guys. It's so simple to change these things out. It's ridiculous. But anyway, all I gotta do is just put this hose back on and reconnect everything else. Put fluid in the car, and I should be good to go. So wish me luck. Let's see how this goes. All right, I put that hose in, this one here. It was really easy. Seriously, guys. I mean, I'm still sketchy about it because of these stupid clips. I don't understand that, but I mean, you slide it on until it stops, and then just push a clip in, and you're done. This here was actually not too difficult. You just put pressure on here, and then push inward toward the front of the car, and you just watch this gap right here, and it'll close up, and eventually you can just put the clips back in and push them down. You're good, or at least I think. I hope so. I took the screw out for the bleeder hose, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill this reservoir up. Also, I am going to put the air box all back together, and then start up the car and cross the arch fingers. I think I got this. Yeah, I think I got it. Alright, folks, I got everything put back the way it was. Got a new hose, got a new canister. I put this entire bottle, the 50/50 antifreeze European, in here. I didn't even finish one entire gallon of distilled water, and I still have 3 more. I did also put this back in it for the head gasket seal. I know you're probably saying, why are you doing that? Don't do that. Well, I'm doing it because I had an issue with it earlier and it stopped it, so I'm going back to what I know works. So let's go ahead and get this car started, but before I do that, I need to reconnect the positive. I really should have done the negative, but it's whatever. I disconnected the positive simply because I actually had a test run on this car, and it had a check engine light, and I want to know what it was. So it was giving me a misfire code. It was throwing a whole bunch of codes. What I would like to do is, what do you call it? I want to reset those codes, and I want the computer of the car to basically say, okay, he's trying something new. Let's go ahead and clear these codes. Let's run a new diagnostic, and let's tell him what's really wrong with it still, instead of pre-existing codes. I know you guys understand why I'm tightening this down. If you guys saw the first video when I failed to tighten that down entirely, it didn't give me any power at all. So let's go ahead and put this tool back. Let's start the car, fingers crossed, and let's hope I don't have any issues. Here we go. I'm just as nervous as you guys are. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, please work. Come on. And alright. Turn the AC off. Probably gonna run funny at first. That air pump I was talking about is this right here. After 90 seconds, that will turn off, because apparently I'm not 110% sure of how it works, but they say it pumps air back into the exhaust somewhere in here to, I guess, preheat the catalytic converter. I'm not 100% how that works, but they just say it works. So I'm like, all right, fine, I'll leave it alone. That's good. Yeah, it'll shut off here in a second. I'm sure folks will be like, wow, that car is terrible sounding. In my opinion, I've never had one of those before, so I don't like it at all. But If they say that's what it's supposed to do, then all right, I'll go with it. But so far, I got no leakage. See that? 90 seconds, it shuts itself off. That's wild. This engine's quiet now. I used to have a chattering sound under here, and then I changed the oil out on this car. And I changed the oil out, changed the filter. I put in the correct weight of the oil in here, the correct type of oil. And then I get this. It was chattering like a diesel, and now just listen to it. Super smooth. Super smooth. That's crazy, guys. What a little bit of TLC to an engine would do for you. Alright, I'm a little more concerned about the temperature. Okay, still got a check engine light, but I'm not sure what that is. I will address that later. Temperature is rising, so I'll come back to you guys as soon as the temperature basically levels out, and I'll work with it from there. Alright folks, well, I'm pretty convinced that everything is good to go. I just let it run and idle for about a good 20-30 minutes, and this engine is just quiet, and as far as I know, it doesn't overheat. Everything's good. I did release some of the pressure out of this relief valve, and I don't have any leaks whatsoever. So for the most part, this car is ready to go. I brought the bike to work today, so good news, bad news. Good news is, got the car back running again. Bad news is, I can't take it home today. I'll have to get it tomorrow. So, if you guys happen to like the content of this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you guys would like to be a patron to the channel, I do have a site set up on Patreon. That'll be listed down here on the bottom of the screen somewhere, right there. If you guys don't mind, hit that post notification bell up there in the top right hand corner of your screen. And I thank you guys for sticking around for another episode of SV Cruiser. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.